meron o hindi?
Wala pa po. Klaro kung ano yung mga papasa. Wala pa po.
Siguradong sigurado kayo, wala ni isa. Zero.
Opo.
So wala tayong pinag-uusapan. Tama po ba? Sa ngayon.
Sa ngayon po, wala pa po.
So, ang ibig sabihin niyan, dati-rati talagang hinahabol yung early procurement ng October para hindi ma-delay ang project kasi aabutan talaga ng tag-ulan. Hindi po ba?
Tama po yun.
O kung ganon, mag-a-adjust ka ng lahat ng ABC, sigurado na madidelay.
Totoo po yan, Madam Chair.
So, ang hinaharap natin, talagang madidelay.
Opo, dahil po na-delay ang early procurement, marami pong mga proyekto for 2026 na madidelay.
So,
Sigurado
ang
po yun.
hinaharap natin, talagang malungkot ang first and second and even third quarter, aabutin ng ulan. Yung tamang projection lang, kasi nag-expect ng tao, dadagdagan, papabalik mo. Pagkatapos, madidelay rin pala. Ano naman ang bisa nun? Para kay pa.
Ang bisa po nun, matutuloy pa rin po yung mga proyekto, Madam Chair. Madidelay lang nga po dahil extraordinaryo po itong panahon natin, Madam Chair. At tingin ko po, prudent din po, tama din po, na hindi muna magsimula ng early procurement. Dahil unang-una, hindi pa po sigurado kung ano ang mga project na papasa ng Kongreso. At ikalawa, dahil nga po nagbaba tayo ng presyo ng materyales ngayong fourth quarter.
Ganun pala, wala pala tayong pinag-usapan at talaga naman haharapin natin 3 quarters worth of delay. Tama naman yung mga nag-text po sa atin na lokohan na lamang to. I truly resent the fact that the BICAM is being hostaged by the Secretary of the Department of Public Works and Highways. At kung tunay na wala kayong tiwala sa sino mang district engineer, hindi po ako abogado ng Public Works, dapat tanggalin na lang ninyo lahat kasi pinapadagdagan mo yung budget, tapos yung mga mag-i-implement, wala kang tiwala, ano naman kami? Susunod sa iyo na kayo mismo walang tiwala sa isa't isa? Tama ba yun? Yun lang po.
Salamat po, if I may just respond to that po, ma'am. Unang-una po, hindi po pwedeng uminto ang trabaho sa DPWH. Napaka-importante po ng ginagawa ng DPWH habang linilinis natin ayon sa utos ng Pangulo ang departamento. Hindi po pwedeng uminto. Nakita na po natin ang epekto sa ekonomiya nitong nakaraang third and fourth quarter. So we are doing the best we can given the current situation, Mr. Chairman, Madam Senator.
Yes, Secretary Vince, hindi kita pinahihinto sa trabaho mo. Pinamamadali nga namin. Ikaw ang humihinto sa trabaho namin dito sa BICAM at papalit-palit ka ng sinasabi. Yun ang problema.
Hindi po ako papalit-palit ng sinasabi, Madam Chair. Ako po, iulitin ko, nagpunta lang po ako dito para ibahagi sa bicameral conference yung nakikita po naming epekto nung pagpasa ng third reading version ng Senado. Yun lang po. Ngayon, nasa Senado na po yan at nasa bicameral conference, nasa Kongreso, kung paano po magpo-proceed dito. At yun naman po, syempre, tatanggapin din naman po ng ekutibo kung ano man po yung decision na yan. Maraming salamat po.
Senator Pia.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Secretary Vince. So I was monitoring the discussion of our colleagues earlier, and my desire is not to have to repeat myself. So bear with me if may konting overlap, but I'm trying to choose questions which I feel hindi pa masyadong natanong or hindi na bigyan ng sapat na panahon as far as or as much clarity that I would like to get out of it. So bear with me, hindi ako engineer, abogado ako, pero pinipilit kong intindihin kasi kahapon inamin ko na hindi ko po masyado maintindihan yung sulat nyo, and that's just because I don't know the terminology, I don't understand exactly what, in fact, I have not seen a copy of here's the copy, here's the statement. I have not seen the copy of the construction material price data. Do we have a copy of that? We do. Okay. So, but I was just saying, at the time I saw this statement, wala namang naka-attach, so hindi ko alam yon. But on that note, some basic questions that will help me understand the issues that we face, and hopefully yung mga nanonood din sa atin mabigyan din sila ng liwanag. So,
Isa? Dalawa. Magkano isa?
one of the major concerns that you raised, Secretary Dizon, at ang pagkakaintindi ko is the economic effect, no, of any reduction in our investment in infrastructure. Tama po ba? Do I understand it correctly?
Yes, if some of the projects po are rendered unimplementable
Yeah.
because of the wrong application of the adjustments to the prices of materials, then this will have severe impacts on not only the macroeconomy but also the local communities.
Yes. And in fact, kahapon, when we were also discussing yesterday when we were discussing the farm to market roads, all of us here, and when I took the floor, I really expressed my full support for countrywide development, especially the far-flung areas. Sabi ko nga, nakakarating ako doon. Diba? Yeah, thank you. Sabi ko, yung ibang lugar doon na nakarating na ako by bike or hiking kasi nga wala talagang kalye, no? So, alam natin na these farm-to-market roads are important, but at the same time, and not only is it important for the access of the locals, but there's also work opportunities that are given. And I have, as chairman of the committee, the Senate Committee on Sustainable Development Goals, Innovation Futures Thinking, binanggit ko na, well, binanggit ko yung ibang SDG, pero banggitin ko ngayon, SDG 8 is decent work. And construction work is decent work. So we have to support that, no? Yung trabaho para sa mga kababayan natin. I don't know because I tried to look it up on my own and I couldn't find an answer to this question. So I will ask you, Mr. Secretary, can you give me a ratio of construction workers to the price of a construction project? And I know the answer to that will vary on the project. Mas komplikado siguro yung bridge na tumatawid sa dagat compared sa kalye. So, if that's technical, I'll just give examples and then you can just correct me with the actual numbers, no? So I can continue speaking. So again, I don't think there's an exact ratio because it depends on the project. But for example, if we said that there is 10 construction workers for every 1 million project, then that means there would be 100 construction workers for a 10 million project, or there would be 1,000 workers for a 100 million project, assuming my ratio is correct. And my numbers are very basic, so madali lang po sundan yan, okay? So for every 100 million peso project, there will be 100 workers, 1,000 workers. So nung nagkaroon po tayo ng ghost projects na worth 100 million pesos, pwede kong i-argue na 1,000 construction workers ang nawalan ng trabaho dahil nga may ghost project. So let the record show that the secretary answered yes kasi hindi naka-on yung mic. Yes.
Tama po.
Tama. So during the ghost project era, for every 100 million pesos, and again, this is just an estimate, I'm saying 1,000 construction workers, hindi na nga nakapagtrabaho, ninakawan pa sila ng sweldo. Diba? I mean, how bad is that? So that is the situation we have. And Mr. Secretary, how many ghost projects have you confirmed and how many do you suspect are still out there? Whatever numbers you have that you can share with us.
Regular 10 o kaya 50, no?
Right now, Mr. Chairman, Madam Senator, our numbers are still, for flood control, our validation is still ongoing. But for Bulacan alone, we have already discovered roughly about 15 ghost projects in Bulacan alone.
Are these the ghost projects that were roughly close to 100 million, like a little bit less, around that price? Or
Most of them po are within that range.
So,
Within 100
so
to
using my
120.
guesstimate of 1,000 workers for every 100 million peso project times 15, that's 15,000 workers that never got a job and ninakaw pa yung sweldo nila.
That is correct.
Correct. Okay. So that is our situation that you discovered. Kumbaga, na-discover mo na yan, wala ka namang kinalaman dyan, na-discover mo yan, at marami pa sigurong iba dahil we know that you are investigating other regions. Diba? May mga narinig na rin tayong mga ibang probinsya. So we know that